Hello, and welcome to The Ultimate Archer. I'm Dave Stepp. This is my son Tristan. We're going to talk to you today about proper peep sight installation. When you're at full draw and you have a nice comfortable anchor, we want that peep sight centered in your eye without you having to look up or look down to use that peep sight. The first peep sight position we're going to show you is one that's installed too high. This is the most common improper peep sight installation we see. All right, first off, we see that he's got a good anchor point across his face. His nose is touching the string. He's just to the tip of his lips there. His eyes centered in the peep sight. But the problem here is his hand that holds the release, it's floating out here in space. It's not anchored up against the side of his face. This peep sight is too high, causing his hand to come down below his cheek or chin for a proper anchor position. All right, we're going to look at a peep sight that's installed too low. We see this most commonly with archers that have transitioned from shooting fingers to shooting a mechanical release aid. And what typically happens is a finger shooter wants to anchor in here nice and tight to the corner of their mouth. So when they transition to a mechanical release aid, they take that release and they want it up here high on their cheek, just like they would with their fingers. So we're going to look at a peep sight that is installed too low. Okay, in order for Tristan to see through that peep sight, his anchor's good here against his face, it's just too high. And being up this high, he's really having to lean his head forward to get down to that peep sight. This is not a natural position for you. You're going to have to work hard at this, and it's not going to be as accurate as a natural position would be. Finally, we're going to take a look at a peep sight that's installed in the proper position. All right. As you notice, Tristan's standing up here. He's standing up nice and straight, and this is the natural position for his head and his face. Go ahead and draw that bow back, Tristan. All right. He's not leaning his face down. He's not reaching his face up to look through the peep sight. This hand, your hand is cupped. This cup on your hand fits your cheekbone perfectly. So he's in here right under his earlobe. That cup on his hand is right around his cheekbone. His nose is in nice and tight to the string, and his eyes looking through the center of the peep. Let's go ahead and make a shot. All right, please. We're now going to demonstrate with a handheld style release. Basically fits the same way, except when we had the wrist strap style, our hand was this direction. We're just going to turn your hand up just a little more, and rather than anchor with this cup here, we're actually going to put these two knuckles right here behind his jawbone so that he has a hard anchor against his face. So, good. You notice his two knuckles, he's right under his earlobe. The string still comes across the tip of his nose, right down to the corner of his mouth. He's anchored in tight against his cheek. This is a nice solid anchor point. It's a good peep height. He's not leaning down to look for it. He's not reaching up to look for it. Standing there in his natural stance, brought the bow back to where it fits him naturally.
Proper peep height, you two can shoot like this.